Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin. But the podcast is rolling, pulling us in. Your compass is love, with your kids as your guide. Shouting seas wide, with vision and pride. Julie's here, who adores your spark. The dreamer who lights up the dark. James, you reach the skies no one dares. In your hands the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the yacht keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm, the dream never dies. Tethered lights still flying high. You kiss the stars, but never say goodbye. Not even gravity can pull you down. You're the wild, the wave, the crown. James, you reach the skies no one dares. In your hands the future's caught unawares. That's to know what the hell were you thinking. You laugh as the yacht keeps the
Early
daylight blinking.
Early
Every
today.
day's a
Nice to
quest,
see
not
that,
some
brother.
disguise. With James in the storm.
Hey, Doc, go, Doc.
Dream
Doc.
never dies.
What's happening? What's happening? Good evening, and how are we all doing today? My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, taking you along for the ride for a simple, safe, and predictable 1% every single week. Yes, I know that's 50% a year, and nobody gets 50% a year. I've heard it all before. It is what it is. Believe it or not, ask whatever questions you like. I got nothing to hide. I'm going to tell you exactly the way I do what I do. What is last watched 14 days ago? Okay. All right. What do we got? Who do we have? We have Benjamin. How's it going there, Benjamin? Nice to see you. All right. Who else do we have? Lucky. Thank you, Lucky. Who do we have over here? Over here. Who do we have? All right. Over here we have Crypto Rich Bitch. Hey, nice to see you. It's been a while. People, thank you. Tony. What's happening, Tony? Yeah. What's going on? Jack Boss. Lucy. Nice to see you, Lucy. Doc. What's going on? Zing Trades. Chris. Eric. Donald. Three Lions. Hernandez. What's going on? All right, thank you there, Lucky, or Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. Jay Fort, what's going on, Jay Fort? Wagner, nice to see you. Boss, what's going on, Boss? That's an interesting way of spelling Boss, but okay. Juan Villa, what's going on, Juan? Uh-oh. Jerry Jr., Skins86, Zeke the Freak. Zeke the Freak. What's happening, Zeke the Freak? Famby, Deco, Neo, Spick, Mike Butt. All right, Mike, if that's what you want to do. Professor Gal, what's going on? Berno, Alexandro, Hugo, nice to see you. Corey, John Didier, nice to see you, John. Tired, 5778. Dude, wait till you get older. It doesn't get any better. James Henry, Google Journey, nice to see you. Dewey Dan. All right, got to move the camera. Thank you, Dan. I'll remember it one of these days. King IBU. Gunner, nice to see you there, Gunner. John, Jared. Molfi Manor. Okay. Journey's drug. Okay. MNC. All right. POV Plant Thus Band. Whatever that is. Pite, what's going on? Pite. Drexel, what's going on? Lady Hawk. They call me Larry. All right, Larry, how you doing? Matrix Rebuilt, how's it going? Nice lamp. What lamp you talking about? Whatever. All right. Marshmallow, thank you. Wage Altria. We'll take a quick look at that one. All right, now who do we have over here? Frank, nice to see you. I thought you'd sneak by, didn't you? All right, Lucy, Zeke the Freak, Nick, what's going on, Nick? Nesto, Journey, Raphael, and Peaches to Palm. Nice to see you. All right, first on the list, we're going to have Altria, M-O. All right, I can do that. Wait a minute. We got Oracle right here. Let's take a quick look at Oracle. It's up on the board. May as well, right? I like Oracle. Let's see what's going on with Oracle. Here's the top, 340. Here's the bottom, 120. That's a big-ass drop. Where was it? 240. Now it's at 150. Shoots up, pulls back up, back down. What's going on right here? The 151s or the 152s. But holy cow. I could still do the 152s and pick up 158. All right, let's do that. Let's do Oracle at the money right here, right now. 1 day, 1%. Why not? Igor, nice to see you. Berno, Nicole, good evening, good evening. Robert, nice to see you. All right, so last 30 days. All right, I'm going to take that. What do you think? Analyzing Oracle, absolutely, absolutely. Sit tight. One covered call. There it is at the 152 area. 152.50. There we go. One covered call. There it is. And that's just a little too low, isn't it? A little too low. Huh. All right, how do I get rid of this? Do I do this right here? All right, well, wait. Come on. 4. All right, doesn't want to go up any higher. Ooh, that's not good. Underlying. Okay, that's still not doing me any good, is it? Advanced orders, order strategy. Okay, let's do this. There it is, right there. Let's save this one. First one of the evening. All right, first one. Let's save this one. It's going to be 827. All right, 827. Bad Bitches. Really? That's your name? Bad Bitches? Nice to see you. Thanks for showing up. Matrix, the camera is pointing at... Okay. Is the point the camera's pointing at? Huh. I thought we were looking at that. Hold on a second. It says it's... Okay, never mind. All right, Oracle. There we go. What the hell happened? Oh, right there. Threw me for a loss there for a second. I forgot what I was doing. Okay. Save that. There we go. All right. 827-2026. Number 1. There we go. Number 1 for the evening. Get rid of that. Bring this back up to this. Now let's check the calculator to see what kind of rate of return this is. Because remember, I'm looking for a 1% every single week. So to figure out my rate of return, I got to take the profit, 220, divided by cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. Does that come to 1% or more? Remember, this is just for 1 day. That's it, just 1 day. All right. Profit, 220. I'm going to divide that by the 15,000 requirement for this one trade if this works for you. Okay. Divided by the 15,000 at $30. That comes to a grand total 1.4% for 1 day. Not 1 week, 1 day, if you like Oracle. Okay. So I'm going to save this one because I actually like Oracle. Right there. Put that right there, and right here, and right there. All right, well, if that one's setting up, we'll get rid of this, 1.4. I didn't think I'd get 1.4 for 1 day. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm pretty much okay with that. All right, here we go. Oracle. O-R-C-L-E. Oracle. Gotta love it. Here we go. Nice and big. One covered call. Oracle. ORCL. 28 August 26. That's tomorrow. If I do this trade first thing tomorrow morning, that's 1.4% for one day. The 152.50. We're currently at 152, so I really don't mind, and I don't mind owning it. All right, 220's profit, 15,000 is the investment for one day. 1.4%. All right. Try it one more time. 1.4 for one day. Slide that one over. I'll just move it on over. I want to slide it on over. Move over, cool dog. A hot dog's moving in. Okay. I changed the lock on my back door. Now my key. Steele Davis, what's going on? Hello there, Mr. Steele Davis. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, over here, Lucky, Addicted, Two Bad Bitches. Nice to see you too. All right, so that was Oracle. First on the list today. What do we have? Oh, we have someone from Ghana here today. Cool beans. All right. What do we have? Didn't we want to take a look at Altria? Altria. Machiavelli from Ghana. Cool beans. Wage wants to take a look at MO. Altria. MO. No, not this week. Now, not that I don't like Altria. I like Altria. I really, really do. I love Altria. But here's the thing. The top is here. Bottom is here. We were here a year ago. Now we're here. Look at this. Down, up, down, up. Now she's coming down. She went from 64 to 68. Now she's pulling back down again. So for this week, no. But I'll put Altria on for 2 weeks from now. It's easy to see. Okay? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up. Now she's coming back down again. I mean, they only go up so far until they turn around, come back down again. Stocks do two things and only two things. They go up, and when they're done going up, then they come down. That's exactly what happened. See, went up, came down. Went up, now it's coming down. It'll probably reach here in about a week or two. So let's put Altria on the list for 2 weeks from today. Look at that. Along with Tesla and Starbucks. All right. It's on the list for 2 weeks from today. Thank you there, Wage. Nice lamp. Okay, I'm a little bit confused here. Let's do this. All right. There we go. That's much better. All right, back to where we were. There we go. All right. Live chat. There we go. Hopefully that's better. All right, next. What do we have with that noise? Lloyd Sanders. Nice to see you there, Lloyd. Uh-oh. Paolo. Good evening, Paolo. How you doing today? KMI. Kinder Morgan, you say. KMI. Oh, what's going on with Kinder Morgan? Let's check it out. Okay? The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there? 31.54. The 31.50 is going for 18. Well, that's for tomorrow. That's not going to work. But let's look at next week for Kinder Morgan. Well, Kinder Morgan's going to be a no. Your top, your bottom. Up, down, up, down. Nope. Not this week. Sorry, Wage. But we did put Altria on next week. Kinder Morgan, I'm going to say that's going to be a while for that one. But let's keep on keeping on. Sorry, Paolo. It was just a no for today. All right, what else do we got? What else? Here we go. Olivia, nice to see you. Richard, nice. Wendy's. Really? W-E-N? W-E-N, Wendy's. Hell no. Look at what happened here. Now, let's zoom into Wendy's for a second, because although it's a hell no for today, What are we going to do about that? 16, 27. Right about there. Okay. So top here, the bottom here, where was it here? And there's we are. So up, down, up, big drop. Look for a retracement sometime next week if you like Wendy's. Well, look at the numbers for Wendy's. For next week, it's at 784. The 8s are going for 10. That's over 1% if you like Wendy's. But no, not with that right there, because it could go lower tomorrow, and I have no desire to jump in to find that one out. Cam, CLF, you say, huh? How you doing, Cam? Ooh, I like that. That one's nice. Let's check that one out. All right, the top, bottom, is up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? 1183. The 12s are going for 29. That's over 2%. So maybe, yeah. Maybe. What do we think? Last 30 days. There you go. It's not that difficult, right? Top, bottom, is, look at this. Down, up, down, up. That's definitely going up right there. You have all that space right there to run. The 1183s, the 12s, 29. Yeah, let's do this one. Number 2 for the day. Okay, let's bring this over to there. Change that to the covered call. Let's do the 12s for next week. 1 contract. There we go. There's our order. Let's make it look pretty. Save this one. Clip, snip, snip. There we go. Here you have it right there. And we're going to save this as number 2 for the day. Number 2. There we go. 8/27/2026. Number 2. That's it, number 2. All right, so let's get our calculator, see what our rate of return would be. 48's the profit. Check it out. 1100's the investment. September 4th, next Friday. The $12 call. We're at $11.93 at the moment. Can it really go up 7 cents in 1 week? It could, but do you like CLF? It's always a big question. All right, profit 48, 1100. Let's see what this looks like. 48 divide 1152. And there you go. 4.1%. Cam, what do you think about that? 4.1, Cam. 4.1 for 1 week. If you like, well, of course you're going to like it because you're the one who suggested it. All right, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Change this back to that. And there it is right there. Come on. CLF. There it is. Look at that, baby. How do I get this thing out of here? Huh. I don't know how the hell to put that somewhere. Whatever. All right, anyway. You fucker. 1 covered call, CLF, for September 26th. That's next Friday. The $12 call option, we're currently sitting at $11.93. So yeah, I think that's possible, and it's in an upward trend. 48's the profit, 1100 is the investment for 4.1 for 1 week. Now I'm only looking for 1%. This is offering me 4%. So you ask yourself, do I like this company enough to put some of my own money on the line? Yes or no question. It's really not that difficult. 4.1. That's 2 down, 3 to go. What do we got? Okay. ALB, Able Mile. Matrix wants to take a look at ALB, Able Mile. Well, let's try this one more time. Actually helps if I'm in the right spot. ALB, there we go. Okay, not quite sure what's happening here. Can't really see it very well. But other than that, it looks okay. The top, the bottom is up, down, up. Definitely, yeah. 135. The 136s are going for 244. That's over 1%. And Able Mile's always been on our list. Always, always, always. Here you go. Last 30 days. Top, bottom is down, up, down, up. That's easy to see. 136. It's at, okay. That works for me. 136. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who came up with that one? Cam. Nicely done. Right there. Covered call. 136. There we go. Bring it down. Bring it down. Take a picture. Save it for prosperity. Right there. Here we go. New. There it is. There it is. And save that one. And this is No Dogs Stoma. Okay. No Dogs Tuma. Okay, whatever. 8272026. Number 3. There we go. Bring it up there. Calculator, if you will. Let's check it out. No dogs. What's happening up there? No dogs. Nice to see you. Okay. Able Mall. 4 September. 136 call option. 395, 13,000. Let's try this out. 395. We're going to divide that by 13,205. 13,205 gives me a grand total of 3%. No, I'm okay with 3% if you like Able Mile. Nice pick there, Matrix. Able Mile, 3%. 3% for Able Mile. There you go. All right, that's loading up. Let's clean this up. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Back to single, and we're good to go. And there we have it. Let's do this. You ready? A, L, B, Able Mile. Now change that. I'm going to do that right there. Nice and big so everyone can see it. One covered call, Able Mile, 4 September 26th. That's next Friday. The 136 call option. We're currently at 137.90, which means I would be buying it and selling it for less and still walking away with a profit. I like that idea. That one works for me. 395, 13,205. For, what was it, 3% or was it 4%? 3 or 4. It was 3. All right, 3%. All right, 3% for Able Mile. ALBBBB. Whoops. 3% for Able Mile. That was number 3. We got 2 more to go. 2 more. Who's got them? All right. Robert, nice to see you. Thank you there. Okay. Shreed. What's happening there, Shreed? Kissable. Good evening. Aloha. Mahalo. All right, what do we have here? We have Matthew. Nice to see you, Matthew. Tommy. Tommy, have we looked at Amazon yet? AMZN. Now, Tommy, you do know that we don't have any dividends for Amazon, right? AMZN. Amazon. No. Sorry, Tommy. Check it out. Right there. Dropping. I'll zoom in so you can see it better. But I don't want... Look at the size of that gap, Tommy. That's a huge gap. We were at 225. She jumps up to 285 now. She's dropping. That gap will fill. And this will come back down here eventually. So, not this week. Okay? That was Amazon. We did that one. We did that one. That one. That one. That one. Okay. Wendy's. We did Wendy's. Fata Wadawadu. Fata Wad. Okay. Yep. How you doing? I like Iren. Okay. I-R-E-N. I-R-E-N. No. Who came up? Blue. All right. Blue 14. Look at this. Right there. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's coming down at the moment. Let me zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, see that right there? The bottom's at 30, shoots up to 50. Now she's dropping. Sorry, no IREN for today. I think INFQ has weekly options now. Rodolfo, let's check this out. What was it again? INFQ. INFQ. Okay, it does, but it's going to be a no. Sorry. Look at this. Nice run up. Let me zoom in so I can show you. Okay. We're at $9. Shoots up to 14. You do realize that's a 50% jump from here to here. And today was a down day. Yesterday was a down day. So yeah, it doesn't look that appealing. Naughty, RBLX. Okay, I'm not 100% sure because I really can't see what's going on there. But she goes up, she comes down, back up, back down. What's going on here? 38.15 to 38. Oh, that looks lovely. But what does that look like? Let's zoom in and see if that looks okay. What do you think, Naughty? Naughty. All right. Unfortunately, no, dude. We're up here at 50, drop down to 34, make it up to 40. Now we're dropping back down again. Sorry, just not the right time. Now, I'm not saying no as in no forever and ever and ever. It's just not this week. Because remember, I'm jumping in for 5 days. I want to jump in on Monday and get out by Friday. That's only 5 days. If this thing is dropping now, I don't want to buy it as it's dropping. I want to buy it as it's going up. But not too much, 20, 30, 40, 50%. No, thank you. I will jump in 3 days up. 2 to 3 days, yeah, I'll jump in. Who do we have here? Kishan Thrarul. Dude, I can just call you Chris. That name is an interesting name. Cool beans. All right, sorry, naughty. Bahado. That's kind of like Bahaba. How you doing? All right. RBLX, we did that one. Good evening. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Oh, we did that one. Uh-oh, GD, how you doing? James, nice to see you. Larry, American Airlines. I think I looked at American Airlines today. Okay, the top's here, bottom's here. She went up, now she's dropping. That's a definite no now, dude. Sorry. No for this week. Ask me again next week or the week after, but no for this week. Pleasant night, teach. Thank you there, Barry. James, do you need a virtual assistant by any chance? I do video editing and graphic design. Absolutely, I do. I've been looking to do some of my videos, and you know what? DM me. Okay? DM me with your email, and then you and I can chat. Or you know what? Go to the website and book a call. That way I'll just give you a buzz and then we can talk. Okay? But yeah, I am interested. Macho Pistachio. What's happening? That's an interesting name. Larry Smith. Neo, you say? No. That was quick, Larry, wasn't it? Now, Larry and anybody else that likes Neo. Okay? Anybody that likes Neo, N-I-O. It's at the bottom of the year. You want an opportunity to make money, you cannot get any lower than the bottom of the year, and that is today. Let me zoom in, you get a better view of it. Okay? Way up here, now she's way down here, the absolute bottom of the year. I'm sure you heard it over and over and over again. Buy low. Oh, damn it, I forgot to record. Shit. Hold on. One recording I forgot. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? All right. So Neo, as I was saying, buy low, sell high. You cannot get any lower than the low of the year. And this is the big one. Are you ready? If and only if you actually like this company. Now, I don't know very much about it. It's really not on my list. 436, the 450s are going for 13. Okay, that's over 3% if you like it. But you'd have to really find out all the information about it. Now, I don't know anything about it, and I do encourage you all to do your own research. Never blindly listen to any idiot online, and yeah, that would be me. So, what I'm saying is for entertainment. It's more for my children and my grandchildren, because I figure in 20, 30 years, I'll be gone from now. And then only thing I'll have left are the videos that I leave behind. And I like to leave them some educational videos, and that's where you guys come in. So you guys ask me questions, and I answer them. So hopefully 20, 30 years from now, my children and my grandchildren will be able to see the same things. And you're probably thinking that technology will be different. Yeah, it will, but here's the thing. Stock market has been around for 400 years. Actually, over 400 years. Okay, options have been around since the 1970s. So they've been around for almost 50 years. So I'm not really concerned about what I'm saying, because it's what they call evergreen. It's like doesn't really ever end. It just keeps going on and on and on and on, because there's always going to be a bid and an ask. How many? An open, a high, a low, because people are always buying and people are always selling. And they've been doing it for over 420 some odd years. The first dividend stock was sold. Well, the stock market that we know now got its start in 1602. People buy, people sell. The oldest strategy is dividend capturing, where you'd buy the stock, capture the dividend, and then sell the stock at a profit. That's the oldest. Benjamin, nice to see you. Ryan, nice to see you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dave, thanks for showing up. Dave, nice to see you. No tea tonight yet, but we'll get there. All right, let's do this. Matrix. The camera view on the bottom left corner of the screen is showing a lamp instead of you, like it usually does. Camera instead of view. How's that? Give it a couple of seconds. Maybe that. Oh, yeah, I see that. Oh, imagine that. Well, in a couple of seconds, it should turn off. All right. Next, we got over here. We have. Let's do this. Arnold, thank you. Paul, nice to see you. James, Igor, Robert. Anthony, cool beans. Carl, what's going on? Rhino 2. Flint Eastward, cool name, dude. All right, safety, what's going on? Igor, what are the names of the tools you use? Igor, what you're looking at here is called Think or Swim, and it's offered through Charles Schwab. The other thing that I use is Yahoo Finance. Now, both of them are free to use. You can download Think or Swim right to your desktop and use it from there. Now, you can use it for a couple of months, but eventually they do want you to open up an account there. But the other tool I use, Yahoo Finance, that's free to use. We'll probably get to that a little bit later on today. Somebody always asks me something that I have to do some research on, so that's why we look at that too. Paulo! AIG, okay. Got to come up with a good name for AIG. Because I don't know if you remember in 2008, the stimulus, the AIG executives, remember that bailout that we had? We gave these companies billions upon billions of dollars. What did they do with it? They gave it to their executives, the ones that screwed us. So they got a little bonus for screwing us. All right, don't get me started on politics. AIG, 76.63. The 77s go for 45. That's where we say no thank you. Because the number's not even there. Okay, it's 1 week away. Okay, what's that? 79. Even the 77's going for 45. The 78's are going for 30. It's not even worth looking at the chart. Sorry, AIG is going to be a no. Sorry. Kissable, Bloom Energy. BE, Bloom Energy. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Let's check it out. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up. What's going on? 217, the 217. Holy shit. 1150? That's a nice one. Let's zoom in and find out what's going on. Okay. Last 30 days, the top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? It's down, up, down, up. It's definitely going up. But today was a down day. So if I was going to do this one tomorrow, I'd wait for the market to open first to make sure she opened high enough to continue either direction. Is she going to continue up, or is this an indicator that she's going to come back down again? So as much as I like Bloom Energy, I'm not going to do it because that right there. Oh no, I just got someone told me that Nancy just jumped into that one. That could be a good reason to jump in. Could be. But I'm not going to encourage bad behavior. You know what I mean? I think it's bad behavior for the politicians to be doing that. Don't get me started on politics. Don't even get me started with politics. I think they're all crooked. I liked it better when the founding fathers said, you should be a pillar of the community before you go into politics. And you're only supposed to go into politics for 1 or 2 terms. That's it. That's what the original intention was. They didn't want career no. All right, we did RBLX. Good evening. We did that one, and we did American Airlines. We did that one. We did NEO. We did that one. Everything is good. Thanks. Okay, cool. Can you share for the option close? I have no idea what you mean by that. Ryan, Apple, AAPL. Now, I do have some Apple, believe it or not. What's going on? Check that out. You cannot, all right, here you go. There. Look at this. Up, down, up. It's definitely going up. 314s, the 315s are going for 415. The 312s are going for 550. That would bring me to 317, 318. I think that right there, the 315s, that one sounds better. Plus, it's safer. I like that safety thing. You know what I mean? All right, so, yeah, look at that. It's easy to see. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where's it? Look at this. Up, big drop, back up, and then right there. Definitely going up. Definitely. So 314, 312 and a half. Oh, yeah, that's a safe one. Anyway, let's do this. This would be number 4 for the evening. Apple. We haven't done Apple in a long time. Imagine that. Okay. Ash Can. Do Morgan Stanley. We'll do Morgan Stanley next, okay? What are we doing? Okay. One covered call. There it is. The 312s. There it is. Confirm send. There that is. There that is. Let's save this one. All the way over to there. Hit the save button. And this is going to be 8/27/2026. Number 4. Apple. Calculator, if we will. See what this is going to look like. Now, I like Apple, but we haven't bought Apple in quite a while. And I'm not sure. Does anybody know what the Apple ETF is? Thank you, honey. Apple, 4 September. Sorry, 4 September. That's next Friday. The 312.50. We're at 314.97. We're almost at 315. So why not go to the 315s and not the 312 and a halves? Well, the 312 and a half is a safer trade. So here's the part where you come, you know what, let's do both of them and see which one looks better. Then the only reason I'm saying that is because you have to decide where is your risk level. Okay? Now, I don't want very much risk at all. I like safety as opposed to profitability. So I would look at the 312.50s and not the 315s. But let's do both of them, see what they both look like. All right. We're going to do the 312.50s first. Profit, 336, 30,000. That doesn't look like much, but 336 divided by 30,000, 914. Well, yeah, it's an expensive stock, so it gets up there. 1%. Now, I would do the 1% because I like safety. Because the 312.50, it's already in the money. All right, so we're going to label this one a little bit differently. I'm not going to clean up the computer because we're going to do something in a second. Show you something. All right, so we're going to do it twice. All right. Jay Bourne, what's happening, Jay Bourne? Nice to see you. All right, here we go. Before I go on, nope, that's way too big. All right. Okay, the 312.50 call on this one. All right. A, P, L. All right, here we go. Here we go. One covered call, AAPL, that's Apple, for September 26th, that's next Friday, and the 312.50 call option, we're sitting at 314.83. We're very close to 315. It could hit 315, but I prefer safety. Okay, 336, 31,000, and that's for 3%. Actually, 1%, sorry. 1%. What we're going to do next is we're going to do Apple again. A, P, L. Okay, put that right there. Hold on. Now, what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be changing the strike price to look at the 315s. And then you got to decide, do I like the 315s or do I prefer the 312.50s? Then you ask yourself the question, which one's more profitable? Which one is safer? There's that little conundrum. Do I want safety or do I want profitability? Ryan, Cisco, we'll get to it in a minute. Sit tight. Okay, I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit this. And we're going to change the strike price to 315. So you click on that little button right there, and it brings all the different strike prices. So we're going to go from 312.50 to 315 because the stock right now is at 314.97. It's almost at 315. So could it hit 315 by next Friday? Because it is in an upward trend. All right, so let's do this one. All right, 315. Confirm and send. Calculator again. Okay, so this time, it's the same trade, except we got the 315 calls, not the 312.50s. It's a little different call option. Same stock, same strike date, or expiration date, but a different strike price. So 447, 31,000, almost the same thing. Okay, 447 divide 31,000, 53 little ones, gives me 1.4%. A little more risk, but only at 1.4% as opposed to 1%. All right. There we go. So we did Apple twice just to give you an idea which one is better. Okay, here it is right there, Apple. Come on, pop up, pop up. There it is. Same thing. Apple. One. Nope. That one. All right. One covered call, AAPL, for September 26th. That's next Friday. The 315 call option, like I said before, we're at 4, you fucker. 314.82. Okay. 447 is the profit. 31,000 is the investment. Now, let's go. All right, right there. There we go. Now, this one is 315 call. All right, and this one was 1.4% for the 315 call. It's a little bit different, but it's still the same company. Which one is better? Which is the better choice? The 315 at 1.4% for 1 week, or the 312.50 for 1% for 1 week. All right, that's number 4, so we got one more to go. One more, and not even at 9 o'clock yet. We got a whole hour to go. What do we got? All right. Matrix. Cisco, you say, huh? CSCO. All right, let's get rid of that. Go back to that, and you want to put in CSCO. Ooh, nice. Check that one out. What do you think, Ryan? Look at that right there. Let's look at the whole picture, shall we? The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, it's easy to see. The 112.15s, the 112s are going for 186. That's over 1%. Okay, market maker's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Nothing interesting there. You either like the company or you do not. Let's look at the last 30 days to see if it makes any sense. Last 30 days, easy to see. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, big gap down, finds the bottom here. Now she's going back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days up right there. And you got all that space to run. So yeah, let's hitch our wagon to this little pony and take it for a ride. All right. So CSCO 112. Alrighty. That's number 4. We'll take a look at Morgan Stanley in a minute. Sit tight. Okay, here we go. Covered call. The 112s. Confirm and send. Let's do some calculations. All right, save this one. There we go. Watch list down to there, grab it all. And then we save this. This is number 5 for the day, and it is 8/27/2026, number 5. There we go. All right. Calculator, if you will, please. 164, 11,000, September 4th, Cisco, the 112 call options. We're currently at 112.40. Okay, not that bad. Let's see what the numbers look like. 164 is the profit. Max profit, 164. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, 11,000. So what's my rate of return going to be? Okay, divide 11,036 comes to a grand total of 1.5% for 1 week. All right, that's it for number 5. That's it for the week. Whoops. Stop doing that. All right, I'm going to show you something in a second. If you have the ability to do a screenshot, give me a second. I'm going to show it to you. All right, that's going to open up. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Go back to this. Go to that. And this is Cisco. C-S-C-O. Cisco. Cisco kid was a friend of mine. All right, there we go. All right, one covered call. Cisco, CSCO, for September 26th, the 112 call option. 110 is the profit. No, 164 is the profit. 11,000 is my investment. For what was that again? What rate return that was that? 1.5. 1.5. There we go. 1.5. All right, I got something to show you. You ready for this? You're going to like this. All right, hold on. This is the whole week. The week in a glance. Week in a glance. Here you go. There they are. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right there. Boom, boom, boom. All 5 days. All right. Let's see how they work out. All right, what do we have over here? No, I don't want that. Too damn freaking cold in here. All right. Tavita, nice to meet you. Ivy League, hello. Josh, Michael. Camille, wow, I haven't seen that name in a while. Okay. Italy, Britain. What's that other one? I have no idea what that other one is. All right, whatever. We already looked at that one. We already looked at that one. Morgan Stanley. Come on down. Morgan Stanley. Isn't Morgan Stanley a little on the pricey side? MS. Okay, no, not that bad. Okay, the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? It's up, down, up, down. What's going on here? 215.86. The 215 is going for 315. That works. Let's see what's happening right there. Where does it look like it's going next? Well, more importantly than that, do I even like Morgan Stanley? I'm not quite sure about this one. Okay, look at the motion. No, it's coming down. Sorry, no Morgan Stanley for you. No, so for you. Huh. No Morgan Stanley for you. Some people will know where that came from. Most of you won't. Ashcan, Bank of America. Actually, Bank of America is BAC, not BOA. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know what you're talking about when you say BOA. Everybody knows that one. BOA, it doesn't come up. See? It's not even a stock symbol. But BAC is, and I'm pretty sure that's what you're thinking about, Bank of America. All right? But Bank of America is going to be a no because of this right here. Okay, the high was last week. Now she's coming back down again. So I wouldn't be looking at Bank of America for quite a while. Sorry. Lorraine, Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY. What are you thinking here, kiddo? We're at the high of the year. Seriously, what are you thinking? It's an honest question. Why would you want to buy something that's at the high of the year? To me, that makes no sense at all. I want to buy as she's going up, not when she's at the top. Sorry, Bristol Myers Squibb's a no. For this week, I love Bristol Myers Squibb, I do. Beast Within! What's going on, Beast? Nice to see you. Okay, so how many questions do we have left on the board? On the board. How many questions? All right. Tony, nice to see you. Chuck Jensen, good evening again. Can we look at 3M? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, what do I see? Sorry there, Chuck. It's going to be a no for this week. Now, I love 3M, I do, but she's actually dropping from the high, and I don't buy anything at the high, and I don't buy anything as it's dropping. Chief Whitebeard, stop talking politics. Hey, I'm going to agree with you 100%. I don't do politics. Now, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm what you call a common senser. If it's common sense, I agree with it. Okay? You give me something, if it's common sense, I'll agree with it. If it doesn't make sense, then it's a freaking no. Plain and simple. Okay? Try living in Romania. Okay. We already looked at Oracle. Oracle is the first one we looked at. I forget who asked that one. Univision. Okay? Oracle. That was the first one we looked at tonight. Forever Coles. I bought Coles this morning. I did. Seriously, I bought Coles this morning. It just went crazy. All right, so right there, take a look at that right there. We're going to zoom into it, and I'll show you in a second why I jumped in this morning. Here's the top here, bottom's here. We were here, now we're here. Up, down, what's going on there? The 1815s, 18s. I did the 18s this morning. You know why? Because the numbers were just in my favor. I said, fuck yeah, I'm going to buy some of those. Okay. All right, so let's zoom in. I'll show you what I was talking about. All right. Here, shoots up, drop down. Now she's shooting up. Now, I originally was looking at Monday, jumping in on Monday. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you see if you can see it better. All right, there you can see that better, right? All right, so here's Thursday. Here's Friday. Here's Monday. That looks, yeah, I like that. But then Tuesday happened here. But then Wednesday opened way down, like way down. But no, the market said, hell no, went way up. Market maker tried to push it down again, but the market said, nope. So it's up, up, up. So I jumped in at 1850, somewhere around 1814, 1815, and I sold the 18s, picked up like 58 cents. I'm still walking away with 2% for one day. Right, I'll do 2% for one day. Why not? And it's Kohl's. It's not like I don't like Kohl's. I love Kohl's. But yeah, forever I like Kohl's. All right, so let's take on some more questions because we already found our 5 for the day. Nice to see you, Colin, Jack. Clipper headquarters. Pfizer, you say, huh? Oh, Matrix jumped into Kohl's at 18 this morning, too. It looked good this morning. So I said, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. I mean, I had money sitting there. It's like, do I take the leap? Because if you see where the bottom is, it's like it has no other place to go but up. I said, all right, I'll do that one. What are we looking at? We did that one, we did that one, we did that one, we did that one, we did that one. VFC, you say. Beast Within. VFC. No, come on, dude. What's going on here? It's a great time to buy. You know what? I'm going to put it on the list for next week because I do like VFC, but not today, but maybe Monday. See what's happening right there? Let me zoom in a little closer. All right. What do you think? Look, it's just dropping. Okay, that's going to find the bottom really quick, and then she's going to go back up. But the question you should ask yourself is, do I like VFC? So I am putting VFC for next week. Top of the list for next week. Okay, Kohl's. We did Kohl's. Pfizer. Clipper. Pfizer. PFE. Ooh, no. Sorry, dude. Okay, Clipper. No. Look at where it is. Yeah, no thank you. Sorry. Do you think the down gap will fill anytime soon? Now, I'm going to apologize now, Beast Within, because there's so many conversations going. Okay? I got one screen down here, one screen there, one screen there, screen there, screen there, screen there, screen there, screen there, screen there. So I'm actually live streaming on 13 different platforms. So I have questions all over the place. You're talking about VFC? I'm not seeing a gap, dude. Okay, there's VFC right there. I don't see a gap. I see the bottom right here, but I don't see a gap. Okay? All right, what else do we have? Oh, prove that I'm a human. Here we go. I'm a human. I am. Trust me, I'm human. What do you mean unable to verify? It's not that difficult right there. Okay, here we go. All right, we did Kohl's. We did Pfizer. Gun. Interesting. Just gun. Christmas! Cooney, what's happening? You keep calling 4th September, September 26th. It's like, I'm terribly sorry, okay? Cooney, you ready? Watch this. For September 26th, it is the September 4th, 2026, or the 4th day of September 2026. It's not the 26th of September. It's the 4th of September, and the year is 2026. That's why it says for September 26. Okay? You're not the first one to do that. So, it is, I believe it's the military way of looking at it, day, month, year. Okay, so here in America, it's month, day, year, September 4th, 2026. But no, the stock market is the 4th day of September of the 26th year, okay? Who do we have here? Manuel, nice to see you. Who's this? Winning It For Real. Woo, good name. Winning It For Real. Gap down. All right, yeah, we got that one. All right. Jessica, how you doing, Jessica? Hassan, nice to see you. Reposted, thank you. Aaron, we already did Kohl's. Cooney, thank you that. Be objective and tell him he mispronounced what he meant. Sorry, Cooney. Can you look at Johnson & Johnson? What do you think? You're talking about the 28th and 29th? 728, 729. Dude, that was like a month ago. That gap there. Oh, he wants to know when this gap is going to fill. Okay, don't take this the wrong way. It's going to fill when it's damn good and ready to fill. That's it. Yeah, I see it right there. The 28th, right there. It's going to fill when it's ready to fill. I mean, stocks go up until they're done going up. And then they go down until they're done going down. It's just all there is to it. Johnson & Johnson. Yep, I got you. Johnson & Johnson, J&J. I actually have some J&J. But no, I don't buy at the high. Who came out with J&J? Chuck. Come on, Chuck. It's at the high of the year, dude. I don't want to do that. MCHP. Really, Matrix? MCHP? MCHP. I got into this one. I want to get out of it. All right. Whoa, look at that. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Nice. Last 30 days. What does it look like it's doing next? Oh, look at that. It's finally finding the bottom to turn around and go up. Lovely. We'll see what happens. AbbVie. Chuck, AbbVie, ABBV. AbbVie, no. Come on, dude. Chuck, what is it with you wanting to buy everything at the high? No, I don't buy at the high. Daniel, TMO. Too much opinions. Or too many opinions. Hell no. Vanny, V-A-N-I. No. Daniel, you know why? TMO is at the high of the year, and Vanny is a monthly. I don't do monthlies. Sorry. The Armor Dude, what's going on? Rock Lobster, what's up? Lucas, nice to see you, Lucas. Where did he go? All right, right there. Lucas wants to take a look at Microsoft MSFT. Ooh, interesting. It's going to be a tough one. Okay? Let's check it out. You ready, Lucas? The top was 560. Bottom was 360. Up down, up, down, up. Look at gap here, retracement. She's going up here. Let's zoom into that little section because it looks like we're in a new trading range for Microsoft. There you go. Bottom, top, up, down, up. We got a gap here and a gap here. Are those going to fill, or do you really want to take that chance? Think about it. Do you really want to take that chance? Wait, don't get me wrong. I like Microsoft. They are a dividend aristocrat. 25 years or more of increased profits. Taz got it right. The soup man from Seinfeld. No soup for you. OKYO. Bulk. No, I don't do penny stocks. That $1 a share is considered a penny stock. Winging it for real. I put calls in today for Hewlett Packard at 54. 8 calls. 42 expire September 18th. What do I think? Okay, winging it. Did you buy them or did you sell them? Because I'm not a fan of buying anymore. I used to buy in my younger days, but I don't buy anymore. I strictly sell. So let's take a look at HPE. HPE. Okay, and you did the 54 calls. Okay. I put calls in today for Hewlett Packard at 54. Okay, the 18th. Now, again, did you buy them or did you sell them? Uh-oh, got a big question over here. Beast within. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. Bought calls, target price. Sorry, dude. I don't buy calls anymore because it's just too much of a pain in the ass. Let me give you a quick little breakdown, if you will, all right? Bought calls, target price, $64.50. All right. I got a minor issue here because one of the entries says the 54s, which sounds about right because that's like 4 something. Okay, 420. So if you bought the 54s at 420 for the 18th of September, okay, 18th of September is 3 weeks away. All right. So unfortunately, okay, well, listen closely, all right? You bought them 54s and you paid $4. Okay, that's right here, $4. So your break even, hold on. Okay, just to break even. Okay, the stock's going to have to go to 58.20. Okay, the stock has to hit 58.20 just for you to break even. That's just to break even. That's no profit there. Okay, you don't start getting profit until you hit 58.21, 58.22, 58.23, so on and so forth. But look at where the stock is right now. Okay, we're here at 54. We were at 63. We dropped down. Now we're going up. 58.20 is right there. So it has to go above that in 2 weeks for you to make a profit. See, I don't buy options. I sell them because 80% of all options expire worthless. You have to wait for this thing to go all the way up to here just to break even. Okay, so you take the price you paid, you add it to the strike price, and that's your break even. 58.20 just to break even. All right? There's nothing quick in and out about that one at all. Yeah, I get it. I see it. Arnold, nice to see you. Earnings are next week on the 1st, and they're expected to crazy good numbers. Yes, I hear that. And you're making the assumption that the earnings report is going to make the stock jump. Well, I've seen earnings reports that are positive and the stocks drop. So for the fun of it, let's take a look at something that we don't normally look at, but I'm going to look at it today anyway, just to show you. All right. Winning. You ready? Winning it for real. This is called a seasonality chart. What do I have it set for? Let me double check. Hold on. I double check. No. This way, 5 years. I want to go 10 years. 10 years. All right. So this is a seasonality chart for the next 10 years. Or the last 10 years. That was 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, so on and so forth, 10 years. So the blue line represents the movement for this year. Okay? Up, down. This is where we are right here, right now. And this is the average movement over the last 10 years. So let's zoom in to this week right here. So basically, I'm looking at the wrong damn one. I want to look at Microsoft. Is it Microsoft I'm looking at? HP, okay. So I want to look at the next couple of weeks. All right, so here we are today. Okay? The 28th. This is 1 week. 4 and 7, there's 11, there's 2 weeks, and there's 3 weeks. Okay, so here's 3 weeks. So the stock looks like it's just going to go nowhere. Now, that's just the average movement over the last 10 years this time of year. Seasonality is winter, spring, summer, fall, and we're actually in the third quarter. We're in the second month, the end of the second month of the third quarter, and next week starts the third month of the third quarter. And this thing basically flat, doesn't really do anything. So you're expecting it to go up in order to turn a profit. I'm not seeing it, and it's not something I would do. I know that they always have a drop and a quick pullback for this to shake people out, and when they come back within the next week to 10 days. Hey, if you're comfortable with what you're doing, perfect. I never ever try to tell anybody that they're right or they're wrong, because it's different for everybody. Everybody's on their own separate journey. Now, for me, I'm already retired. I have no desire to take extra risk. And to me, that would be an extra risk, because the stock has to move up 10 to 15 bucks just to have a halfway decent profit on that one. Anyway. JJ, how you select strike price of the next week? For example, GLW and QCOM. Thank you. It's for real. Thank you. I appreciate that, honestly. Thank you. JJ, how do I select the strike price? It's a good question. It's easy. It is so easy, you're going to say, oh, of course. I'm going to show you in a second. Let's do this. Let's move this back over to here. Let's go back to the regular chart. Right there. And you wanted to take a look at GLW. GLW, that's Corning. Okay, now, pay attention for a second, because it's really elementary. It was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Let's make this a little bit bigger so you can see better. Okay, this is the 1-year chart. Okay, I look at the 1-year chart, the 90-day chart, and then the 30-day chart. So let's check this out. The high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? Follow the bouncing ball. You know, do you remember that? Okay, up, down, up, down, up. Right there. It's showing it's going in upward direction. There's the top. There's the pullback. There's your Fibonacci retracement, if that's what you want, if that's what you're into. But hold on. Let's get a little bit closer. All right, now, take a close look. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. She goes up. She came down. And she's going up again. It's elementary. Follow the bouncing ball. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's going up. It's in the upward trend. It's at 152.80. So I'd be looking at the 152s because the 152s are offering me $5.15 a share. I could go the 155s, but that's only offering me $4.20. Now the 155s is more profitable, but I'm not looking for profits. I'm looking for safety and predictability. Because she's at 152.80 now. Where's it going to be in 1 week? Now, it looks like she's bouncing. That's what it looks like. It's not guaranteed, and I would probably be best to wait until tomorrow to see what happens here. Is it going to continue up, or is today an indication that it's going to drop down? So I'd wait till tomorrow. Now, let's look at Comcast, or QCOM. And that's almost the exact same way. QCOM. Same thing. All right? Here's your top, 180. Here's your bottom, 145. She shoots up to 170, drops down to 155. Then we have 1, 2, 3 days up. And now we're at 164.78. So for this one, I would probably do the 165s or the 162.50s, depending on which one was safer. Okay? Because I prefer safety over profitability. Can you please teach me Maverick strategy? We're going to do Maverick strategy in a minute. We got a couple of minutes before we do the open phone calls, okay? Beast Within, he's going to tell you the closest strike price to your purchase price. It depending on the premium. Sometimes the strike price is better below the purchase price. Better premium gets more than that. Now, hold on a second. Who came up with that answer? Beast Within. Dude, that's exactly what I said. It's a funny thing. It's weird that, I say the same things over and over and over again. Kissable, thank you. Can you look at Estee Lauder? Okay. And Uber. What do I think of Walmart? Okay, we already did Walmart earlier, but we have not done Uber. UBR. UBER. UBER. Okay, now if you like Uber, great. But look what's happening here. The top, the bottom. She drops back up, back down, finds the bottom of the year there last month. Now she went from 65 to 82. Now, it's not a lot, but 65 to 82 is $18. So from here to here, that is almost a 30% increase. So she jumps up 30%. Well, of course there's going to be profit taking. Let's take a closer look. Okay? So 66, 10, about $15. Now she's dropping. That's about wait a minute. 12, 16, 12. It's about 20%. That's about a 20% jump right there. Now there's going to be profit taking. It's all elementary. If it jumps up 20%, wouldn't you take it? Next one. Wally World. Okay. WMT. Wally World. Same thing. Now, we've been watching Wally World for the past couple of weeks because we're waiting for this gap right here to fill. Okay? The high here, the bottom was here last week. She big drop, back up, back down. Not quite finished finding the bottom. So we're going to put Walmart on the list for next week. Because as soon as she finds that bottom, I'm going to jump into that one. All right, what else we got? You are the master, I am the student. Thank you, Beast. But it was good. You said the exact words I was about to say. I said them, and then I read it and said, oh, that's exactly what I would have said. All right, where are we? All right. All right. OKYO. Hell no. Marvell. Andre. Marvell. MRVL. No. Not that I dislike the company. I'm only saying no because of this right here. Okay? 160 to 250. That's a $90 increase. 1 month, it jumped up $90. Now, $90 on a $160 stock is over 50%. So why would I want to jump into a company that just jumped up 50%? Okay? I'm not looking for that kind of excitement. Think about it. I'm looking for 1%. That's it. I'm not looking for big jumps. 1% is boring as hell. In case Walmart, can we do a cash secured put while waiting for a new bottom? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, and winning it for real says the same thing. So let's take a look at a cash secured put for Wally World. WMT. Now, I don't normally do cash secured puts. Okay, but if you were going to do a cash secured put on Wally World, which is at 102 at the moment, which one would you do? Would you do the 103s for $1.35? The 102 is only 85. That's not enough. The 104s, 181. No, I think the 103s is probably the best, because 103 is like right here, and you would pick up a little over 1%. That's what you want to do. Now, don't get me wrong. It's the beginning of the wheel strategy. You sell the put option first, then once you own the stock. See, winning it for real. I'd say the same thing, the 103, because it makes sense. Okay, you and I right on the same page, dude. The 103 on the cash secured put. I'm not telling you to do that, so everybody knows. And think of it this way. Everything I do is recorded to save my own ass, because I don't give recommendations. I don't give tips. I just make observations. So the observation I would have for Walmart is at 102.63. The 103s for next week is paying $135 per share, and that's over 1%. And if it doesn't go up, you keep the money. Anyway, let's go next one. Next. How do I learn the strategy? You got a couple of choices. Now, I'm not trying to sell anything. I got a question. I'm just going to answer the question, okay? You learn the strategy one, either show up every night and learn that way, or you buy the book, or you join the morning group. The morning group is live trading and walk you through everything. Now, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. I'm not going to tell you prices. It is what it is. We're all adults. We know how it works. I've written 15 books. I get the courses. I got all that crap, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. You asked a question. Go to the website, book a call, say, hey, James, give me a buzz, and I'll do that. I would go with whatever is the closest to 1% for cash secured put. I get that one. The only thing is that less volatile stocks have options so low prices, it is not worth going for them. Yeah, but we're talking about Walmart. Okay, remember, the only stocks I look at, for me personally, now, I'll look at anything you guys want to take a look at, but understand one thing. What I show you at night is not what I buy. When I buy something, I will tell you. Okay? Now, I did buy, what was that stupid one we were just talking about? Kohl's. Okay? That one I did buy. I did say I bought it this morning at 18. Yeah, because it just looked good. But I don't make tips. I don't suggest it. What do you think about the stock exchange? It depends on what you mean, because there's a lot of different meanings there. Think of it this way. He wants my opinion on the stock exchange itself. Tony! Nice to see you, Tony. My opinion of the stock exchange, well, that's kind of like a grocery store. Think of it that way. A grocery store, okay? It's like every other grocery store you've seen all across the country. Angelo's, D'Angelo's, Star Market, Piggly Wiggly, Publix, Winn-Dixie, wherever you do your shopping, okay, they're all the exact same. You take one step into the door, all right, one step into the door. Off to your right, you see the bakery. Back in the back corner, you have the deli. Over here on the left, you have dry goods. And over there, you have dairy. It's all broken down. Stock market's the exact same thing. You got energy stocks over here, transportation over here, hard goods over here, and oil and blah, blah, blah over there. All depends on what you think is the best play for your money. They're starting, I think, next month. Trading 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. Ah, crap. That's going to make things more complicated. All right, anyway. Where were we? But thank you for your input. That's my opinion. All right, got that one. All right, over here, we got that one. Oh, look at this. We're almost done with all these questions. Yeah, all right. All right, what do we have over here? Marvel, we did that one. How do I learn strategy? I just told you that one. Slav, Ondas, Ondas, O-N-D-S, Ondas. Okay, there it is. Ooh, look at that. Right there. Gotta love it. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it, Liz? Up, down, up, down, up. Definitely going up. 875. The 9s are going for 25. The 850s are going for 46. I definitely go with the 9s on this one. Only because you got the top way up here, the bottom way down here, and she's definitely going up, and the 9's just a little tiny bit away. That's what I would do. Not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. Okay? It's easy to see there. See, the bottom here, 675, shoots up, pulls back. Now she's turning around, going up, and the 9 is just right there. It's like within reaching distance. Okay? Next, CNQ.TO. Sorry, Tony. Okay, Tony, both of those are in Canada, so we're not going to have accurate numbers here. Joseph, CELPH. CELPH. What the hell is that? CELPH. Sorry, dude, it's not popping up. CELPH. PCG. Didn't we do that one the other day? PCG. Isn't that Pacific Oil and Gas? Yeah, Pacific Oil and Gas. No. Okay, top, down, up, down. Now it's coming down right now. Top was there, now she's dropping. We looked at that last week. Who do we have now? Tux the Demon. How you doing, Tux? Nice to see you. VRT. Mark, how you doing? VRT. Vertis. Vertiv. Oh, Mark, looks like she stalled out. Look at this. You get top, bottom, back out, back down, back up. What's going on there? Today was a down day. Look at this. Down. 2, 3 up days. I don't know, Mark. Before I do anything on this one, there's too many down days here. I would want to take a look and wait until tomorrow, see what happens. But the 269s, the 270s going for 8. The 267s are going, oh yeah, the 267s are better. 960. 960 would be better for that one. In my humble opinion, that's what I would do. Because I'm a pansy. I don't like taking risks at my point in my life. All right? So what else do we got? All right, let's keep on. Let's keep on keeping on. Oh, look at it. It's 9:30. That means phone call time. Who wants to call in? Call in. All right, let's do this. 727 543 9418. Come one, come all. Time to give me a call. Who's on the line? Who do we got? Who do you love? All right, what do we got? John. Oh, Meta. Why does people want to look at Meta? I mean, the dude doesn't pay out any dividends. META. He's got all this money. And she's running out of steam right there. No. No to Meta. Sorry. You look at yearly, monthly, weekly time frames. Okay, Jose. Okay? I look at 1 year, 90-day, 30-day, seasonality, then I make my choice. Okay, but before I even do that, I do a fundamental choice. I look at things fundamentally first. Are they consistently profitable? Do they have consistently increasing earnings per share? What is the book value as compared to the stock price? I don't want to jump into a stock that the stock price is way up here, but the book value is way down here. It's got to make sense for me. Okay? DraftKings, DKNG. DKNG. No. I'm not saying no forever. I'm saying no this week because it's dropping. And I don't buy anything as it's dropping. Makes no sense to me. What you mean, sell them, not buy them? Mozo, Salvador. You got two choices. When it comes to stock options, you can buy a stock option or you can sell a stock option. Okay? I don't buy them. I sell them for people to buy them from me. Okay? Because when you buy them, the stock has to move up not only to the strike price, but past the strike price before you even start making a profit. Let me give you an example. Right now, DraftKings is at $24.44. Okay? So at $24.44, I can sell the 24.50s and pick up 48 cents, and that's 2% return. Okay, 2% return. It's not a lot, but I'm not looking for a lot. But if I bought it, the 24.50, it's at 48 cents. Gives me the right to buy it at 24.50, but not the obligation. It means I don't have to if I don't want to. But at 24.50 at 48 cents, break even is 24.98. It has to go above 24.98 for me to make a profit. And where are we now? We're at 24.22. So how far is 25 away? Because it has to go up 24.98 just to break even. So anything over 24.98 is going to be a profit. But what's my time frame? Is it 1 week? Is it going to be 2 weeks? Is it going to be, 5 weeks? The further out you go, the more it's going to cost. Okay, so if I go to next week, it's $24.50, it's 48 cents. If I go to the 18th, which is 3 weeks, the $24.50 is 88 cents. So now it has to go to $25.33 just to break even. And I don't think anybody's here just to break even. So buying options is a total different program, total different website. You're definitely in the wrong place. Okay? I don't buy options. I sell them because I want safety, predictability, and consistency. And I'm only looking for 1%. And buying options is not a 1% trading strategy. That's a 10x or a 20x strategy. So you buy it for $1 and you sell it for 10 or 15 or 20 bucks. That's what option traders are looking for. Meta does pay a dividend close to nothing. Yes, I'm aware of that, but they've only been paying a dividend for the past 2.5 years. So ask yourself a question. The company's been around for a while, but they only started to recently share their profits. 2.5 years. And they didn't increase this year. It's the same dividend as it was last year. The cheap bastard. All right. Nobody wants to call in, really? All right, hey. The phone line's open. Matter, AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. David, AMD. What's going on here, David? The top's here, bottom's here. She goes up, down, up. What's going on? Let's zoom in a little bit. But I wouldn't do Advanced Micro Devices because they just don't have enough products, variety of products. They're limited on what they're selling. Okay? Down, up, down, up. It's not really going anywhere. It's kind of like going sideways. No real direction, so it's going to be a no for me. John, how you doing? Nice to see you, John. Thanks for showing up. There we go. All right. No one call so we can do the Maverick strategy. All right, he wants to do the Maverick strategy. Hold on. Now, the Maverick strategy is basically for those people who don't have a lot of money. Some of you might say, well, that's me. All right, so let's take a gander at this. Earnings per share, no options. Ooh, that's the one right there. Earnings per share, no options. Okay. Quick chart. All right, we're going to close this up a little bit. Right to about there. I'll do my quick chart here. Slide this one down a little bit. Right there. I want to change this to just 30 days. One month. Okay. All right. Now, what I'm looking here for specifically. Prove that I'm human. Prove that I'm human. Analyze this. JP Morgan. Joe, what's going on? Okay. Yes, callers were wonderful. Yesterday it was. That was funny. That one guy really pissed me off. It's like, answer the damn freaking question. I answered your questions. Now answer my questions. What are the names of the tools you use? I use Thinkorswim, which is through Charles Schwab. And then I use Yahoo Finance, which is through Yahoo. Okay, Cody, just showing up. Damn, I missed Oracle. Okay. Forever, Tesla, sit tight. Igor, can you answer? Igor, what is the question? What are the names? Igor, I answered that question 3 times. Carol, nice to see you. Ryan, Dirty Snicker. Okay. Jono, John, what do you have in it? Nick, Jensen, Wage, Oak City, Tony, Anita, David, Irrational. All right. DJ non-local of the key. Okay, whatever. Irrationally. Is that a volatility test? No. All right. Uh-oh. All right. EBGRN. Blah, 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 blah. Continue on. Appel. Could you do the 2-way expiration if you see the kind of profit? Okay, dude. Eric. Appel? What the hell is Appel? Eric, where are you? I don't see it. Eric, I don't see it, dude. Bought Hewlett Packard, got that one. I saw that one. Hewlett HPH covered calls like on Monday, earning 3%, expiring tomorrow. Great, that's awesome. EVGR, all right. We'd be selling Oracle. Okay, got it. IPU. Eric, continuing on Apple. APPELL. What the hell is that? Comcast, Murphman, we'll take a look at that one next time. DKNG, ooh, Ford. All right, hold on. Let's do the Maverick strategy because he asked politely. Wait a second. SoFi, this morning, I did a cash secured put at an $18 strike price. 2 contracts expiring tomorrow. Phone call, Youngstown, Ohio. Hello. And how are you today? Awesome. And your name is?
My name is Srivastava Dital.
Oh, Mr. Patel, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I am awesome. Thank you. Okay, what kind of questions you got for me?
You say that you do not do cash secured puts. Why is that?
Okay, you didn't hear everything I said. They call that selective perception. You hear what you want to hear. What I said was, I do cash secured puts, but I don't teach them here.
Oh, okay.
Okay? See, I'm giving you a trading strategy for free, no strings attached, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% a week. That's over 50% a year. I have to draw the line somewhere. I can't give away everything. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I could, but I'm not going to. So I do cash secured puts. I just don't share them here. That make sense?
Why not?
Okay. What do you do for work?
I do a day job.
Okay. And what is that?
I'm a physician.
Okay. So if somebody came in and they was sick and they said, can you do this for me and not charge me for it, what would you say?
Well, I work for health systems.
Yeah, I get that,
They charge for it,
but you see what I'm talking about?
yeah,
I'm
I get
I'm,
that.
I'm giving it away for free. I don't ask for anything in return. Now, I
Yes.
could share everything I have, but then, no, I'm just not going to do that. You know, I'm giving it to you free. I'll answer any questions you have, but I do have to draw the line somewhere.
Okay.
Okay? You have any other questions?
No, that's all for now.
That's it?
Yeah.
All righty. Have a great night.
You too.
Okay. All right. So the Maverick strategy is relatively simple. Remember, I said stocks have a tendency to go up just before the EX dividend date. So if we come over here, not to the charts, market watch right there. No, not that. Calendar right there. Okay. Now I want to look at, right there. Get out of that. All right. Now, Waukesha, Wisconsin. Ooh. Hello, hello.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, how you doing today?
How are you?
I'm awesome. Who am I speaking with?
It's Chuck.
Chuck. How's your day going, Mr. Chuck?
Well, I gave you a couple stocks and you shit on them, but that's okay.
Ha, Chuck Jensen. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Well, Chuck, you gave me pieces. All right, no, they're not.
I know. They
But-
were at the high. I expected it.
Well, then what'd you give it to me for? If you expected me to say no and you give it to me, I'm going to say
I
no.
did it for the educational value of others.
Okay, you just wanted to hear me say hell no, right?
I love your shirt, too.
Hey, for the right price, you can get one too.
Hey, here's my question.
7. Oh, no,
Do you
okay.
ever do covered calls on ETFs such as say QQQ?
No. Now, I do covered calls on ETFs, just not the Qs, because the Qs are not continuously profitable. If you take a look at the numbers, they go up and they go down. About 40% of the time, they go down. So,
Do you have any that you might show me that what you would look at for an ETF?
you actually have to give me a decent one that has a weekly option on it.
How about SCHD? Have you looked at that one?
Oh, man, that's another piece of crap. Hold on a second. I want to show you something on SCHD. Okay. Now, you've been watching for a while, so I can give you a hard time. SCHD. Piece of crap city. Here we go. Let's go to historical data. Now, the reason I want to go to historical data is I want to see how often this thing is profitable. Now, I'm not just talking about making money. I'm talking about sharing the wealth. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so SCHD has been paying dividends since 2011. Let's take a look at some of the numbers, shall we? 2011, 4 cents, 4.6, 6.8, 6.9, 8.6. Well, look at that. That's pretty good. 6 of them up, 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 up. But then it goes from 8.6 to 6.6. It went down $2. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but $2 down on an $8 position, that's a 25% decrease. Okay, wait a minute, I'm not done. It gets worse. Okay, and it goes to 7.5, 7.7, 8.3, 8.2. All right, so let's do it this way. Up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, down. Do you see that? 40% of the time. Yeah, but 40% of the time, the SCHD goes down. So why would I want to buy it?
That's not consistent.
Absolutely not. But let's take a look at some numbers, just for the fun of it. Okay, let's get out of that. Go to SCHD, SCHD. All right, well, SCHD is coming down at the moment. Do you see that? Okay, the bottom is here. She shot up.
It's been the last couple of weeks down, yeah.
No. It's the last couple of weeks she's been going up. Okay, Monday was the high. Tuesday was lower. Wednesday was lower. Thursday was lower. So it's actually been down for the last 3 days. She went up almost 3 weeks in a row. But hey, if you like SCHD in the Qs, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I mean, is it working for you?
Well, I haven't done any of it yet. That's why I was looking for your opinion on that.
Oh.
Because I have a significant amount in those ETFs just as a portion of my portfolio, and I thought, well, if I could collect some premiums along the way, maybe that'd be an okay strategy.
Okay, so what is your dollar cost average on SCHD at the moment? Do you know that?
32. A little over 32.
Okay, it's at 34.83 at the moment. Let's say hypothetically speaking, you want to do, let's say, now do you want to keep it or do you mind buying, selling, buying, selling?
Well, I guess I don't mind if it gets called away.
Okay,
But
hold on.
I've been looking at like deltas somewhere around 0.12 or 0.15 to keep it so I don't have to give it up every week.
All right. Now I'm looking at next week's SCHD. Right now it's at 34.83. The 35s are going for 10 cents. That sucks, dude. That's horrible. Shit. The 34.50s, that's horrible too. That's not even 1%.
No, that's what I was saying. Is it worthwhile me collecting some premium or just letting it go and let it keep going up a little bit?
Well, here's an interesting idea. Think of it this way. You said your average dollar cost average is 32, right?
Right.
It's at 34.83 right now. It's not a profit until you take it. That makes sense?
Correct.
So if you sold it at 34.83, you're making $2.80 profit somewhere in that area per share. Well, that's not that bad. Now, when she comes back down, back to the 33 area, because that's what it looks like it's going to do, then you can jump back in at 33. When she goes back up, sell it again. But I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I would do. And number one, I sure as shit wouldn't be buying SCHD because the numbers just suck.
Yeah. No, like I said, it's just sort of a
All right. Well,
diversification.
wait. I want to show you something. You're going to love this. Watch this. We're going to go back to Yahoo Finance, SCHD, and then we're going to look at holdings. Do you know what the holdings is for SCHD?
They're supposed to be high dividend producing stocks.
Okay, look. Abbott Labs, AMGN, Merck, MRK, Coca-Cola, United Health Group, Home Depot, Procter & Gamble, CVX, Verizon, Pepsi. So here's a thought, crazy thought. You ready? Let's say you get rid of SCHD, that piece of crap, and you take a look at just these stocks here. And then you rotate them. Abbott Labs, AMG, AMGN, Merck, Coca-Cola, so on and so forth.
I mean, so many of those you're calling off are the Dividend King, Dividend Aristocrats too.
Exactly. So why would you want to do anything else? So if, let's see what else. The summary for SCHD. You're not going to like this. Are you ready? SCHD, the yield. Do you see the yield right there?
Like 3%, isn't it?
Wait a minute. 3.13. You know what the inflation is at the moment?
Or more than that.
So you're losing money every year, aren't you?
Well, I appreciate the education.
Wait a minute. I'm not done yet. So do you remember we said about the stocks that are actually in SCHD? Let's take a look at a few of them. Let's get rid of this. Home Depot was one. Let me clear this thing up. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. Home Depot was one of them. Okay. HD. Home Depot is a Dividend King. Okay, so Dividend King for this week is going to be a no. Okay, she's dropping at the moment. But look at this. Home Depot spikes up in November. See that right there, the seasonality?
Oh, yeah.
She goes flat between now and then she shoots up and the very end of December she drops. So going flat is like perfect for covered calls. Jump in, jump out, get 1% every week with Home Depot. What else was on there? AMGN.
Coca-Cola.
Okay, well look at AMGN. AMGN flat also. Perfect opportunity. Jump in, jump out without, any risk to your what do you call it? Whatever. All right, what do we have? 437. The 437s are going for 1.5%, 610. Okay, if you do the 335s, you get 7, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's over 1% right there. So you could do it yourself just using the exact same stocks that are already in SCHD and then doing them individually. What do you think of that idea?
Well, gee, in a few weeks, I've already covered that yield you showed me.
Well, exactly. So you take, let's say hypothetically speaking, roughly what do you got in there? Roughly.
Me, a few $100,000.
A few. Is that 3, 4, 7?
About $350.
About 350. Now you do know at 1% a week, 350 is about $3,500 a week, or $170,000 a year.
It's better than poking out with a hot stick.
That's better poking an eye with a dull stick too. But you know, it's always your choice. Now, how old are you now?
I'm getting there. I'm 55.
Okay, so when do you want to retire? 62, 65, 70, 75, 93?
No, I want to be done in 5 years.
You want to be done in 5 years? That would be 70. No, 60.
60.
Okay, you want to be done at I was done at 59. So you're kind of on track. But you have more money than I did when I quit. I quit working when I had 150. Because at 150, that's $1,500 a week. What do I got? 15 minutes a day to make $1,500 a week? Anyway, so this one, same thing. The 436 to 437s give us $6. That's 1.5%. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's at 89. The 89s for Coca-Cola is giving 1.25 for 1 week. So you're buying the same stocks that you already own because you got the ETF, but you're doing them individually and you'll be getting a hell of a lot more than 3.13 if you did it yourself.
Sure seems a lot better deal.
Well, it does, because at this point in your life, you have two choices. Now, I don't want to insult you in any way, but you only got two choices. Learn to do it yourself, or give up accountability and let someone else do it for you.
I would rather be able to do it yourself and control my destiny.
Hey, I'm agreeing with you 100%. When I was at that point in my life, I thought to myself, well, I could give it to the broker, and the broker would give me a 4% draw, but to get $75,000 a year and a 4% draw, I'd need a couple of, I think it was like $700,000. And it's a lot easier getting $150,000 than it is to get $700,000. So I just learned to do it myself. Now, the strategy that I'm giving to you for free was created for my 9-year-old daughter. She said, "Daddy, can you teach me?" Now, do you have a 9-year-old daughter?
My kids are much older than that.
Are they? But when your kids were 9, do you think they could comprehend investing in the stock market?
Not sure.
Well, do you know how to do it?
Now I do.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying when they were 9, it was very challenging because it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So
When I was 9, you had to go in the newspaper and flip through the business section to find the prices.
yeah, exactly. I was the same way. When I first started, it was $250 in commissions just to buy $250. It's crazy, but that was back in the 90s. But anyway, it's your decision to figure out what you want to do. I'm here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, 8 p.m. You know, you can ask me whatever questions you want. I'll tell you the truth. You know, and I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you.
I appreciate your time, sir. It's always fun to comment and hear your commentary.
Well, thank you there, sir. You have yourself a great day.
Take care now.
All right, bye. All right, phone calls. I mean, the phone call is done, so that number, we don't need that anymore. It is 10 o'clock. Let's see what questions we have. Sorry, we didn't get to the Maverick strategy. So we're actually going to do a Maverick strategy seminar all in itself, or a whole new station or a whole new channel, just specifically for that, for those who don't have a lot of money to play with. So my grandson is 6 years old, and he started out with $50. So I put in $5 a week. And what the hell can you buy with $5? Well, the thing is, with $5 a week for a 6-year-old, he can buy, fractional shares. So even though Coca-Cola is $89, my grandson can buy $5 worth of Coca-Cola. And as the stock goes up, then he sells and gets the profit. So starting out with a smaller amount, just a couple of bucks, yeah, you can do it. It's going to be a longer ride. But then again, he's 6 years old, so he's not in any hurry. So the way I have it calculated, if I throw in $5 every week, the ex throws in $5 every week, and then the in-laws, and then my son and my daughter-in-law, everybody throws in, $3 or $4 or $5 a week for my 6-year-old grandson. By the time he's 18, he'll have well over a couple $100,000 to do whatever he wants. Granted, he's not going to get it unless he's a, model citizen, so to speak. So that being said, what other questions we have? I'll say tune in for the Finished Maverick strategy maybe later. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Gigi. Dion Mara will do that next time. Forever, I love Tesla. Let's take a look at next time. INSW, maybe next time. QQQI, Chuck. Anything with the Qs is going to be a no for me. Only because the Qs are not consistently profitable. That means, are they consistently going up? No, they're not. Are the profits that they share consistently increasing? No, they're not. Okay? Anything associated with the Qs goes down about 40% of the time. So I don't want anything to do with them. I'll look at it for you, but I won't do it myself. Okay? SCHD, got that one. Answering questions. Good evening, sir. Pepcan, what's happening? Nice to see you. Ferris, nice to see you. Michael. Farabuto, INSW, what the hell is that? INSW. I always like looking at stuff I've never heard of. That's a hell no. Sorry, dude. No, because look at this. September, October, December, March. Those are months of the year. I'm looking for weekly cash flow, not monthly cash flow. So that doesn't work for me. Okay? Investors Business Daily. Yep, you can look under that for financial information. Jojo Ford. Okay. Ford's kind of going sideways. Ruben, nice to see you, Ruben. Gani, nice to see you. Sam, next week. Merv, man, would you agree that covered calls can often be thought of as selling some of your upside potential in exchange for immediate cash? Absolutely. I would agree with that 100%. Love Hanra. SPY, hell no. Triple Qs, double hell no. Neither one of those are consistently profitable. Think about it. Does SPY increase its profits every single year? No, it doesn't. Does the Qs, QQQ, do they increase their profits every single year? No, they do not. So I just don't do those. Okay, ticker now, NOW, that's service now, isn't it? Okay, that's interesting. Up, down. Now she's going up. Okay, the 138s are going for 470. That's more than 2% if you like that. All right, thank you for the flowers. Very nice of you. It's past 10 o'clock. I am done for the week. Done for the week. You guys have a great day. I'm going to do this all over again on Sunday. All right. All right, let's go to here. Go to there. And let's do this.
You dream in stars.
There you go. You guys have a great day. You guys again next week.
Fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain. Building your legacy through love and brain. Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken whole. James, you reach the skies no one dares. In your hands the future's caught unaware.
going there, Mr. Steve. Not something I want to do. I'm already retired.
Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin, but the podcast is rolling.